Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective, December 10th, 2019. This is a reading for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. While I'm doing the reading, I'm just going to ask you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, and share if that's something that you like to do. And let's go ahead and get started with this reading. And before I pick up the cards, I just want to say thank you for being with me on this journey. All of your love and support really means the world to me. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. What messages do we have for the collective? December 10th, 2019. Messages for the collective, December 10th, 2019. I keep wanting to say January. I have no idea why, but January might be significant for some of you. Messages for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Messages for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Messages for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, your overall energy here, you guys, is the Death card. This is a Scorpio energy. This is the completion of a cycle. This is transformation. This is, the natural, looking at the natural cycles that we experience in all of nature, where there's birth, there's harvest, there's death, there's decay, and then there's rebirth. Yesterday there was a message of mourning that came through, and I really felt like it had to do with somebody's pet as well. But it could also be a person. So for a select few of you, you might be mourning the loss of someone. Underneath that, we do have the Five of Swords, which is Venus in Aquarius. It could be mourning the end of a relationship as well, because this is kind of like that fear of love, not really sure how to enter into that relationship, and that somebody may have been walking away from someone or something else, but definitely leaving some sort of cycle behind, if not a person or a relationship. Now, the first card out is the Eight of Pentacles. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We're starting with it and we're ending with it. The Eight of Pentacles is all about being the master of your craft. It's all about doing something that you find really fulfilling, and that's good for your tribe or for your soul family or for your community or your blood family. And it's all about somebody who takes a lot of pride into his work, and it's all about being focused on the journey and the steps that you take, and not necessarily the final outcome, because you see he has so much more work to do. He's already done so much work. He really takes his time. He's paying attention to the details. This is something that, he's studied long and hard for. He's worked really hard for as well. And it's just one of these really beautiful, hardworking, steady cards. Really dependable energy. And then we have the Cancer card of the Chariot coming out. So again, we've got two masters here. Somebody who's very, very strong. Somebody who's very, very confident in what they do. He's holding this sort of scepter or this wand up in the air as a sign of potency. He's using his strong will and his maturity and all of his experience and his words and his speech. He's using everything to command these two animals. It's so funny because yesterday I feel like there's a dog trainer that's listening to me. That's like what I'm channeling, but it could just be a metaphor as well from spirit. But this person, he's using all of his strength, all of his will, all of his experience, really, really strong solar plexus chakra energy coming out with this yellow background for those of you that do energy work. Also here we have this potency, we have the yoni, and I can't remember what the other part is called, but it's all about that union between the masculine and the feminine. It's all about the balance between light and dark, but it's also just all of this courage and this strength that somebody has to make this journey seamless and look really easy, despite it being very difficult, and it's no easy task. And you keeping your head down and focusing on every step and believing in yourself, which was a message yesterday. So this reading definitely is connected to yesterday's reading, is going to, believing in yourself, that's what's going to show you the results that you want to see and bring about this transformation or this change or this transcendence on this journey. This journey is not going to be an easy one. The Seven of Wands is like comes right after the Six of Wands, which is a victory card, which is all about showing what you're made of, not backing down from competition. Again, next to this, we've got two warriors, a real battle here, but it's like you've got the strength, you've got the know-how, the education, the experience, you've done this, believe in yourself, because you're going to need it, because this is not an easy journey at all. And then here we have the Ace of Pentacles. I wish it were up in the upright. In the upright, it's all about abundance. There's a gate. There's a gate to be walked through. This is, making sure that you see and receive the blessings that are meant for you, that Spirit and the universe are giving you and guiding you. But there is a risk of not seeing the blessings, being caught up in the battle. And I'm really getting here again with the Five of Swords card coming out. This is a card all about picking your battles. Okay, picking your battles. And if you have to walk away, because you don't want to lose face, you don't want to lose respect, you don't want to lose self-respect, and you don't want to be wasting your energy on things that don't serve you, on just trying to be right all the time. I was just listening yesterday, somebody said that, I don't know if it was another reader, it was something else I was listening to, but somebody was saying, sometimes it's better to be at peace than to be right. And that's kind of the message that I'm getting here. And we don't want to pass up a huge blessing that's coming your way because you're not picking your battles, right? You might be focused on a little bit too much of this competition, being right, a little bit of fighting. Okay, the difficulties. So it's just a little perspective change that's needed here. All right, so additional messages for December 10th, 2019. Whoa. So we did have a card flip over here. We have the Deer Spirit. Bring a gentle touch. Yeah, so Spirit is saying, like, it's not the time to fight, you guys. It's time to sort of pull back. Wow. Okay. Next message, act as if chameleon spirit. That's all that transformation here. And even if you're not quite confident and you're not quite sure, again, the message came out yesterday. Act as if. Don't let them see you sweat, even if you're changing course. Okay, don't, make sure that you pay attention to the subliminal messages, your body languages, your body language, your facial expressions, etc. Because then remember, everybody's receiving those messages. All right, so really, use your self-confidence, even if you're not 100% confident. Maybe it's a new situation, but Spirit's saying you can apply your old skills to what's happening, this new journey, this new situation. Okay, and then we have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. Yeah, exactly. So this is beautiful coming out on top of the Ace of Pentacles card, which is in reverse. It's like there's a risk of missing a blessing here. And Spirit says just open yourself up. This is a star, so I'm really getting that Aquarius energy coming through here. That make sure that you're open to receiving. Giving is as important as receiving, and you need that balance for both. For some of you, I'm getting that, for those of us who are teachers, right now it's coming to the end of the semester or the holiday seasons, or if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's coming up to summer break. But bring a gentle touch, and we've been like this go, go, go energy, which we saw yesterday, that fight and that drive. And, for all of us who are coming up to break as well, the holiday breaks, if you're not a teacher, you've probably been working really hard, trying to finish projects, get everything done, and then finally things stop. Okay, and it's all about, once that fire, you don't want to burn out. You're burning the candle at both ends. So be gentle on yourself, and then acclimate to this new energy of being on vacation, or taking a rest if you can, and that's really, really beautiful. And then also just make sure that you're open to the abundance that the universe is going to be showering upon you at this time. Remember, an abundance doesn't have to be financial. It can be friends and it can be family. Okay, so additional messages for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Additional messages for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Okay, Servant, light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Very interesting. I'm really getting Virgo energy coming out here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the Servant card. Remember that there has to be a real balance here. If you guys are overextending, that needs to be brought back into balance. If you guys have been doing anything in excess, it's time to sort of pull back, okay? And again, with this Eight of Pentacles card, this is all about doing something for the community, for your family, okay, for giving and creating that stability, okay? But just make sure if there is some sort of lack of money, this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you might miss out on something. Make sure that you're not using that as an excuse to not move forward. Although, with the Chariot card and with the Death card, I'm really seeing that there is forward movement here. Okay, but just make sure that you pay attention to anything that might be stunting your growth, even if that's something within. Okay. Okay, then we have the Liberator, the light attributes, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Yes, and the shadow attributes, imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. I'm definitely getting Emperor energy coming out here, okay, because we have Servant and then we have Liberator, but imposing tyranny over those you claim to liberate. That's so interesting. So I want you to really pay attention to which one of these roles you are fitting into right now. Which one resonates with you? Are you the Servant? Okay, are you using lack of money as an excuse not to move forward? And do you enjoy serving others with a free and loving heart, or has that ended? Are you dealing with somebody who's portraying themselves as liberating you, helping you transcend and change? Okay, or are they really just imposing their tyranny over you, ignoring your legitimate constraints that they're putting on you? So pay attention to which one of these resonates with you, okay, because that's going to be very important here. Interesting energy here, you guys. Okay, now and I just have to say something. I've been like really on this whole dog trainer thing yesterday, and I'm getting another message here as well. For those of you who do animal rescue, okay, I want to make sure, it's so funny because I was talking about this last night with someone about women that were doing animal rescue and had become old, and they had kept the dogs in cages, and they'd lost sight of taking care of the animals or the people. And so they were so zealous, and that's really coming through. I have to address this. This is really coming through with this Five of Swords energy, like making sure that you're not doing something just to do it and losing sight of your original cause. Because the story was these women who had become older, and they were, they loved animals and they rescued them, but they ended up taking in so many that they were actually really lowering the quality of life of the animals, and then they ended up having to be liberated because they were in horrible conditions. So this is like a metaphor, and for some of you, this is like, if you are doing animal rescue, making sure that it's not getting out of hand, making sure that you do what makes you feel good if you need to serve others or for your cause, but make sure that you're doing it in the right way, and you're not losing sight of taking care of those of whom you're saying you really need to take care of. Now, again, you could be flipped in this situation. It could be somebody that's saying they're taking care of you, okay? But they're really treating you poorly and like a servant, like, oh, I'm helping you, but do what I want and only what I want, and taking any of that freedom away. Okay, so it's a really interesting metaphor, with that liberation and doing something, for a cause and for a good cause, but losing sight of doing actually the right thing, taking those blinders off. And I just keep seeing that Five of Swords energy coming out, making sure you know why you're doing what you're doing and that you're doing it the right way. And it could be you, it could be somebody in your surroundings. Final message for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Final message for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Oh, what a beautiful card. She who hesitates. Ponder, delay, and confidence. Mora, look at this absolutely beautiful card. So somebody here, I'm getting that something here is you've been fighting and fighting and fighting for whatever this is. It could be a transformation. It could be trying to get over the loss of a relationship, of a pet, of a loved one. Okay, and you've been working really hard, and this chariot energy and the seven of wands is all about fighting, fighting, fighting. Maybe you're fighting for justice. I'm getting for some of you, you might be lawyers, immigration lawyers and that type of thing, like working for social justice. Okay, but it's like I feel like you're losing sight of the big picture here, and spirit is asking you to bring a more gentle touch. Stop the fighting, stop the competition. You're losing sight of what it is you're actually doing. And with this liberator, again, this makes so much sense with this lawyer energy too. Like you're working for social justice, okay? But make sure that you're actually doing the right thing and you haven't just become so dogmatic, or that you're taking every person that you're helping into consideration as a human being, okay? Interesting energy. Yeah, like social justice is coming through very strong. All right, final message for the collective, December 10th, 2019. Final message for the collective, December 10th, 2019. All right. Freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine, sacred reason. Oh my gosh, yes. Act as if open to infinite possibility. This is really, really beautiful. So there's some real issues with personal freedom. Maybe some of you are working to free animals from bad conditions. You're working to free, people who are in bad conditions. You could work with domestic violence victims. But I'm really getting more than anything like a lot of immigration lawyers, working for social justice. Really, really, really interesting reading, you guys. Please let me know how this resonates in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if that's something that you like to do. And remember, you guys, I love you so much and thank you for being here.